A little bit more about the music, which we haven't spoken about enough. Some of the tracks have caught on. We're listening to a few tracks even in the middle of the trailer. Right at the end, there's this really nice patriotic track. So that's the music of it. When we see the two of you together in a romantic track, there is, as an on-screen Jodi, if you give me permission to use that word, you both look fantastic. What was it like, day one with Sid on set? What was that for you like?
Do you remember the scene?
Oh no, really?
No, because it was such a quick, I think after the COVID, first lockdown is when we shot, and those 20 days, 25 days, 25 days was my sked, and I remember just being on set very nervous because this was the first Hindi film that I shot, and I was very nervous with, I didn't know for sure what sort of working atmosphere it was, and of course every new team that you walk into, every new character that you're doing and the story that you're saying, sort of like you have that butterflies in your tummy, right? Before you walk into a set. But I think I remember that first sked in Lucknow was very quick because I missed it so much. We had such a blast. We were constantly creatively on a high because we wanted to sort of get it right, and I remember doing that. We had rehearsals, we had readings, and at the same time we would go to the set, and it was quick work, and it was just so amazing. I want to go back in time.
Well, that's a great review from day one at work. Garima, I'm just going to come to you. Being a producer, it's all about, I would imagine that it's all about making choices, and now about getting the action or the right director, or getting romance, and of course what story you want to back. So what are the big choices that you had to make when it came to Mission March?
Well, good evening everyone. See, life is about making choices, right? And for this film, I think what binds us all together is the passion and the belief we had in the story, and then everything just flowed. I think we all just came together, and hopefully the film has come together very well, and hopefully all of you will enjoy it.
Absolutely. We're loving every bit of what we're seeing right now, whether it was on the big screen and even on stage. Monica, right before we open it out to the members of the press and everyone in the audience, my question to you, 11 days to go, what about Mission Majnu will strike a chord with the viewers of Netflix?
I think it's a film with a big, big heart. And I think that's what really, for me, that's what mattered when I, sort of saw it, when I came to know about the story. And everyone's performances have come together so well. It's phenomenal direction. And I think the most important thing is that it's a story that we all must know. It's such an important part of history. But like Ronnie rightly said, and Amar, that a lot of people don't know what's happened behind the scenes. It's one of the most daring covert missions. And I think as Indians, people in this, citizens of this country, this film is, important at so many levels, but the most important thing for me is that it's big entertainment. It's big-hearted entertainment. It has everything for a family to watch. And for me, when I'm looking at stories, or we are all as a team picking up stories, it's very important that you're not just telling a story for a message. You have to entertain your audiences. And I think this film is so complete in its entertainment that I don't think once you start watching it that you can stop.
I say one thing before that, because you kept saying action and romance. There's a story. There's an incredible story.
Yes.
Just wanted to say
and
that.
An incredible story, which is based on true events. So I just wanted to know. So, how does it all come together for you?
So actually, I think we don't tell enough stories about our raw agents. What they do across borders in enemy land. We don't know enough. We know the James Bond, we know the big action films that which is far away from what really happens to our heroes there. And I think for us, Mission Mushroom is a personal account of what raw agents go through and what their struggles are, the duality of their lives. And I think that personalization is really what the big USP of the script is. And I think that's what we hope will, is something that the audiences will pick up as well.
I'm sure they will. Rashmika, I'm going to ask you